In engineering, a single point of failure is a design flaw where the collapse of one component brings down the whole network. Human governance often mirrors this vulnerability when it relies on the rigid, centralized authority of a single ruler. These systems inevitably encounter social entropy. Disagreement and internal division cause power to leak from the structure until the rigid body shatters under its own weight. Sustaining a collective requires a resilient protocol to manage its human nodes. Survival depends on the software governing the system. Surah Ash-Shura contains a roadmap for this resilient protocol. It functions as a strategic manual with the specific instructions encoded into its very structure. The chapter is unique for its dual header, which signals a transition between two distinct operational phases of the text. The first header, Hamim, establishes the hardware, the fixed, manifest reality of the physical universe and its immutable laws. Immediately following it is the header Ayn-Sin-Qaf. This is the software. It dictates how the system processes data and generates collective power. Ayn-Sin-Qaf signals that the reader is entering a specific module focused on the strategic application of revelation to human affairs. In the Quranic lexicon, the first letter, Ayn, is the semantic anchor for ilm, or knowledge, and adl, representing justice and balance. Systemically, Ayn represents deep perception. It is the system's sensor, responsible for gathering raw observational data from the universe. This sensor provides the prerequisite for rational decision-making, ensuring that every action begins with verified source material. Within this protocol, power cannot exist until the system establishes a foundation of objective insight. The sequence moves to Sin. This letter anchors the concepts of sultan, meaning authoritative proof, and Sam, the reception of a signal. Sin acts as the regulatory authority. It ensures that the raw data, perceived by the Ayn, is transmitted as a verified, authoritative signal across the social body. The text demonstrates this by routing the same core message through multiple nodes: Noah, Abraham, Moses, and Jesus. This redundancy ensures the signal remains consistent across different eras and cultures, preventing the law from being corrupted by the biases of a single individual. This transmission process transforms individual perception into a standardized law, creating a stable frequency for the entire community. The final letter is Qaf, the root of Qadir and Qawi, terms used to describe capability and strength. Qaf identifies capacitive power, the structural integrity required to protect and manifest the system's energy. This protective energy is the direct result of the previous steps. Combining objective insight with authoritative law generates the capacity to execute the system's will. The Ayn-Sin-Qaf chain proves that systemic power is a logical output of data and law, rather than an arbitrary use of force. These technical definitions converge on the central theme of the surah, Shura, or consultation. Shura is the human operating system. It is a process where individual nodes pool their perceptions to reach a collective, authoritative consensus. This coordinates the community's output with the reality of their situation. By consulting, the group patches the single point of failure inherent in tyrannies. Consultation serves as the mechanism that prevents the leaking of power, ensuring the society remains functionally powerful and wise simultaneously. To resolve the inevitable reality of human disagreement, the surah requires the community to refer the final ruling back to the original source. Ayn-Sin-Qaf is the signature of a system that views informed consultation as the only path to sustainable governance. This alphabet of insight provides the data and the authority required to build a society that balances functional power with objective law.